had a video that said camera server error, whatnot. I've had that on 2 different phones, even downtown, away from the house. And I've had that happen for over 10 years plus. Same thing on Staten Island Ferry with a recorder. And they put in marine time code last time I was out there. And it being chargeable, harder than harassment. It go into a federal offense type of situation. The maximum, if they get caught playing around with jammers and my devices. But you got arrogant ass supposedly playing undercover police, wanting to walk around and run your fat fucking mouth. And it's not just one, you got a handful of them doing dope, getting down in the dope neighborhood, trying to blame me like, hey, we gonna play you out, sabotaged you. And this shit's working itself out in New York, even though there's things in New York that they tried to sabotage and follow back just so they had their hands on it. Anyways, the video messed up earlier, like 5 minutes ago. Dude pulls up here, parks over top of this piece of wood. Who would do that? But at the same time, like I was saying, the will. It could have been in my favor to a point, but it really ain't. It could be sabotage also. It has a little bit of help in my favor, but it doesn't. And the will of pressure is, there's already a problem, and all they're doing is keeping it in the circle, the circulation and the circulation. They push just a little bit down, and it just keeps it on going. Yo, homie, I'm over here. I hope you don't start no stuff down here. What the fuck you mean, homie? Threatening, life-threatening. You know what we did to you elsewhere? Interstate stalking. They have people in the DA's office, like I was saying in the last video, and that's the reason why the server stopped. There is a mass government amount of connections. They've done this for years and years and years. When I went out and told my damn story, you got people that now, back in the day, they was just a little pole off the tree there, bottom of the bush. They're now directors, they're now DA, the fucking main man type of situation, or not too far from it. They've graduated over the last 20 years, even though they've been in the fucking loop for well over 20 years, while all these bitch-ass crackheaded fuckers run their fucking mouths. But hey, we're all clean, you better be able to prove that. I'm proving it. That's all that I'm gonna say. Some of the things I see straight, ain't even straight. Ain't even by the United States, what the United States used to stand up to, ain't even correct. They misinformed and mistaught shit. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee, just like New York City. They're also looking for a police officer that watched me in the middle of the night get cracked upside the head with a rock, that's affiliated with Columbus, Ohio here, and did nothing about it but watch it. And that was, it doesn't matter. There's more to it. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Like they said, that was even 2015. It could be 30, 40 years away. We need to know who that is. We need to pit out what was going on at that time, and as much as we can compile, and that's what's going on. I don't care, he may not be able to get criminally charged now, but we need to know as close as possible who it is. That way we can profile, that way it doesn't happen, and it isn't orchestrated, organized. Like I say, everything's organized. Organized crime. While I'm being bitched at the FBI locally here in Columbus, organized crime has to do with business. But you get the point of what I'm saying. More like mafioso, grouping, organized shit. But anyways, boom. Guaranteed. All these practicing make a motherfucking preachers. We are undercover. We know everything that you talk about. Really? You'll get your shit split open fucking wider than the guy that put me in life-threatening danger. They don't believe, hey, you don't threaten a police officer. You're a rapist-ass fag that doesn't have a right to stand up to tell me you even got the authority from the law to run your fucking mouth. That's the end of it. In-depth corruption, 1970s and on, especially here in Columbus, Ohio. Ex-old sheriffs leading it into their family. And what I always explain, Johnson Jr., Johnson Jr. the third, it just bled on out. And the corruption from that. You're right. You know the inner workings. You know how to sabotage. You know how to set up somebody. You have connections yourself. Matter of fact, you got the ancientest connections. You've been around since all the other bad shit's been around. So there you have it. That could go for any city. But why would you have in 2002 other cities pointing out my situation and what they've already profiled as the roots of it coming from Columbus, Ohio? Huh. Hell, I was a teenager in some of that shit. Childhood, past that. I've been a targeted individual my whole life. But at the same time, oh, well, there's always a workings with that. You've been wrong. You're mentally retarded. I go back in the system, I'll prove their shit. I went into psychiatric. I was locked up against my will. And I bled out on their table. They keep playing like you denied, you sabotaged, you lied to them just to get your way. No, I told them the fucking truth. On top, they gave me some truth back also. If I was retarded my whole life, it'd be on paperwork. It shouldn't have slipped through any crack in any system. If I was born retarded and the doctors had instinct, it was mandatorily for them to sign papers. These guys are in here playing around. Well, we're the ones that allowed you to have life. Like they're giving me a stay of life, like a yo-yo, like I'm on their fucking string. We know how to sabotage this system. Don't fuck with us. We'll strip you mentally, emotionally, and lifely of your whole life. I was told by the same psychiatrist that worked for a county in the county of Franklinton here in Columbus or in Ohio. That's life-threatening situation. Law enforcement should understand that immediately. While they're playing, hey, dope addict, FBI, Sheriff's Department undercover, profilers, we are the police. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna blow up on them. You've watched me outright. There's other things that's happened. Other assaults, massive amounts. They're all also homosexual. Literally. No discrimination. That's the only way I know how to explain it. That's why I keep saying I get laughed at, or somebody, especially if they're on or associated with these fuckers, I say something like that. Hey, that's not right. Being scolded to the point of getting to the point of something that's severe, but I couldn't be able to open my mouth about it because somebody else is in there playing around with battery. Psychological brutality. Everybody and their mother needs to know Walnut Street and Gift Street is where you can come to. Or else I can come to you and you'll see the problems that are there in a mass amount. We're not talking just about people calling and shouting names. We're talking infrastructure, an infrastructure of cities, the government part, the sabotage situation, and the connections these people try to make. Altering social values, altering social atmosphere, just by them being present, but even without them just being present intentionally. And it was proven out in New York City, the same thing. You're not like us. We have a right to ban you from life. You're mentally retarded, and we're sound-minded. We don't want you around us. What are you doing from Columbus, Ohio, in New York City, telling me the same shit? You don't want me around you, but you followed and stalked me elsewhere. And law enforcement got involved in it, and these people have the connection to law enforcement, not I. That helps them sabotage their shit. While they try to throw it around. Well, we let you go. You know that beer you had open that one time. The little extra shit that you get. It's nothing but pushing the loop and the wheel around and around and around and around. Little bitty push keeps it going and keeps that big mass amount that they built and all that pressure, all that sabotage, all that life-threatening control, organized shit. It just keeps it floating around and around and around and around and around. I'm going to go ahead and end this video myself. That's what I said in the last video after recording. Got a mouth running from down here at this house right over here, it sounded like. There's also people right across the street, it doesn't matter. Fucking all running their damn mouth. Yo, yo, weirdo, whack, retard, what? And you don't expect me to come out and fucking not disgrace you? You better watch out, you get strapped around here. That's exactly what I told the law here. That's what I told the law out there. That's what I told the law when they confronted me, because these dumb bastards tried to sabotage and have me picked up perjurizing setup like it's all game and told the law a bunch of fucking lies, and the law found out that it was a bunch of lies and went back to persecute them for perjury, and they get upset at me. But on top of that, the law found out my truth every fucking thing else these motherfuckers want to run their mouth about. Anyways, in a life, severity of threats. Somebody better start picking up what I mean by Johnson Sr., Johnson Jr., Johnson Jr. the first, the third type of situation. That's just a made-up situation to a point. The name itself, well, actually, that's how dumb shit gets when you make a John Doe joke. And actually, there's really, by ID, the man's name's John fucking Doe. That's the type of dumb wall shit that I say is a wall that I run into. They think it's a joke, and it's not. But for right now, we're going to make it out as the insinuative, not joke, but just an anonymous type of name, but putting it into a context of name of shit running. On top of not just running, There's Mafia, Mexican, all this. Once you pit it all out, it's all lawful works. This is how society works. And it was already proven in 2002 because somebody witnessed it out there. Forms and tactics of human trafficking, psychological abuse, and law enforcement helping out the cartel and the people that tried to insinuate their cartel. That's how bad this is getting. Mirroring the effects so they can't be blamed, because then when they're away from me, they don't act that way. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Hopefully my cam server doesn't fucking fall out. Stop again. I had 2 phones at the same time downtown do the same thing. It's electronic jamming. Secret Service went through FCC, all this shit. They don't help out with detection of shit. Told me to call Secret Service. I get a blackmail on the phone that tells me, basically in a joke, not even a joking way, just a iterated situation, we wouldn't do nothing underneath, anything under $50,000. We wouldn't do anything. If it doesn't damage or have anything to do with anything under $50,000, we won't do anything for you. FBI, local police, even though I find out, I go elsewhere, I get a lawyer, I have somebody advise me with the fullest strength and acknowledgement and understand this, somebody's lied to you. But hey, I had to take that while we got, hey, I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out. All they're helping out is that bigger wheel spinning. They've lived their life, I've lost mine. So don't fuck with it. Now, you know what? You keep telling me not to mess with it, and you keep stepping up, I'm a strong arm motherfucker. You're damn right. You want to throw up to me, I'm throwing right back up to you. There's no more fucking cut shit. No more, we know what's up and all the rest. Because, hey, if you know what's up, then why the hell does one agency have information that you don't? But or else you are overlooking it intentionally, saying you have the authority to overlook that, while this other agency was all up on that shit. Huh? Quit playing like you Godfather, sabotaged and set up on situations like that. It was already explained in a lawful ass fucking tone with the federal iterations of how it's illegal. And these supposedly law enforcement officials don't understand it. We're a part of the game. Really? Your game's over with. It's life-threatening situations. I will outright strap your ass as hard as you watch them tell me I'm going to get my ass strapped. As hard as you went with your homosexual organized ass crime and your group bullshit, while you're playing around, you got protection, they got the gang members in. If I talk shit to them, they get the gang members. You want to play that? Fuck yeah. Step your dumb dyke ass on up, and I'll go ahead and start fucking fighting with that shit. Oh, we gonna let you act like you big. What's that? Because you already threw him in the floor? Next time any of your mouth works, I'm gonna end up shooting them the fuck up. Life-threatening endangerment, and it's not me, even the psychiatrist that works for the county said the police 100% should already automatically know this shit. The way you explained it to us, we can help you out, and if we're helping you out, they should be able to help you out the same way. They found out even what I was saying, how things get all warped, the fucking pink slips, the falsification, you gonna get fucked up, They found out there's at least psychological brutality going on. Oh, don't be a pussy, motherfucker. Really? Let me hold you up in your house, eavesdropping, utilizing electronics and everything else, trying to play your dick-ass game. Your sheriff's department impersonating FBI. That's a crime. But hey, take advantage of it to the authority that they actually got to. Anyways, all this shit over electronic jamming. We know what's on your phone, but we can't tell you who's jamming your shit. I'm done with it. But besides that, social community, all the rest. One more gesture, like I said, the traveling, interstate stalking, what it was already busted to a point back, way back. It's like, when I say past, like 10, 15 years ago. Still happens, still happens. These guys don't give a shit. But watch, guarantee, I go to New York, I've been followed. I go anywhere, I've been followed. I traveled across the United States, and everywhere that I was, perfectly good strangers, mass groups of people fucking following me. No. Nobody in their dumbass fucking mind understands all the shit that just happened to me. And yo, you bitch, you call me a bitch again, you motherfucker, and I'm gonna spray their fucking shit all over goddamn cement. I'll pit you up against the fucking cinder block like a Russian would and crack your fucking shit to where it slides down a wall. You want to play espionage, hardcore, fucking cryptic fucking tactics. We'll get into it. While they really play with shit like that. You don't know nothing of the world. We're associated Russian mob. We're associated Russian government. We're associated Mexican mob, Mexican government. Anything that you can think of, we're associated and got our hands into. We're more smarter. You're a mental retard. Well, if that's the case, why the fuck you following me around? You want peace. I left. You didn't have to go nowhere, but you decided to follow. Interstate stalk and start the trouble. I'm done. And that's 20 years plus worth. 20 years ago and plus. Ending this video.